Hello and welcome to Basic Computing chapter number 8. And today's world is all about online, the communication system. I'm listening to a podcast. It's called WTF with Nikhil Kamath, the founder of Zerodha. And I'm loving this episode on influencers. So he's talking to this guy, Nas Daily, Beer Bicep, Ranveer, Tanmay Bhatt, Prajakta Kohli. And the way they're thinking about algorithms, shorts, how the meta will change everything. My God, this chapter is too low for that. But you are living in a world where one tweet can change the entire world. You are living in a world where internet is more important than perhaps your breakfast, and Wi-Fi is more important than going to school because that's where the learning is. We are coming to a world of emails, Instagram, social media, and blogs. Where do you stand in this part? So this is a very rudimentary chapter in that sense, but you will enjoy. At least I will make sure that you know your chapter number 8 very well. And even today, the most powerful, popular, stable means of online communication is emails, right? It's a basic messaging services that you send. It was perhaps the first email that was made as a Hotmail. The word Hotmail comes from HTML, and Samir Bhatia from Microsoft was the one who created it. And little history is better. Yahoo came in with Yahoo email. But today, if you're using Yahoo and Hotmail, you are living in dinosaur age because it's the world of Gmail, and perhaps even Gmail is getting obsolete except for corporate culture. Quickly, so what are the things they can do? You can send mails to multiple recipients at the same time. The mail stays when you send it, so it's not like a WhatsApp, it just goes away. It's a very fast mode of communication. You can send attachments along with it, and you can organize your mail into folders. So there's corporate mail, family mail, invitations, a lot of things. The next few subsections are all about creating emails. Trust me, you know how to create an email, but you will still need to know the syntax, is the protocol. So basically, if you have to create, let's call Gmail, right? So if you want to use a Gmail, please go to gmail.com. The idea would be select an email idea. So it could be your name @gmail.com. At the rate symbol is the key symbol that signifies it is an email, right? It's not a hashtag anymore that you write in your Insta or searchability. This is a very simple thing. Use right words. So type in gmail.com, use the enter key, and it will take you to a page which says create. And then you sign in if you already sign in. But right now we are taking steps. Create an account. So hopefully we're looking at that kind of a process. Give me, you can always, draw if you're a good drawer, if you're planning something like, follow the instructions which will ask you for your name, the username, the password, the address, the date of birth, phone, and there will be a verification. So you will need to give a working phone number, a mobile number, where an OTP would come. You will have to confirm the OTP. Today, there are two levels of security, so you might even get an extra email space, and then you need to sign in. Very simple, but remember the rules. How do you do that? And it's very simple that way. How do you read an email? There are three categories. Remember, the category number is called a primary email. All the emails go here. It's very interesting. My main email, I open up and I can check my email. There's something called social. So there are a lot of messages that you receive from social networking sites where you logged in. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You don't want it in the primary email. You don't want your work to be disturbed. So it can go in the social one. There is a new one that was recently created a few years back called promotion. So a lot of advertisement comes in. You took an Uber ride, Uber sends you a code. So hold on, 50 rupees off in your next ride. So these are called promotion. Amazon will come through it. So many sites now send you promotional email. If you're into physics, into protein, a new product that is launched, it wants to give you. You don't want that in your primary or social. So it is self-organized into these, and all your advertisement offers, discount notifications come in there. Interesting, isn't it? So remember, there are three primary sections in an email. This is how an email button looks like. So there's a lot of Swayam notification. Since there are too many of them, maybe there is, you said quote a day, and every day one quote comes in, and you are away for vacation for 1 month, and suddenly you've got 30 emails unread. So you don't want to put it in there. So there will be three sections out here: primary, social, and promotion, and you can use these three sections as we go ahead. Okay, so the inbox is a creating thing. How do you compose an email? Well, there is a button called compose. Perhaps I am looking through it, expecting you to know most of it. There's a recipient box, there's a subject box, you write the subject, there's a text box. So what subject you're coming from. And then if you don't want to send a message, you can put it in draft. Or at any point you don't like it, you can discard a draft. Remember, these are steps. You will have to remember the steps. So look at 8 steps. The send button is there. Gmail has an option to unsend it only for first 30 seconds. So you send a mail, you're very angry at your teacher, and you say, okay, let me send a strong email. And you tell, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have done that. Unsend it in 30 seconds. Unlike a WhatsApp message, it cannot be deleted for a long time. Only 30 seconds, you can unsend it. You want to send a similar message to somebody else, right? So then there is an option called CC, which is called carbon copy. So the main recipient is the key person, that's the principal of the school, but the CC goes to the teacher as well. If you don't want the main recipient to know who you're sending to, or rather the other people to know the main recipient, then there is BCC. Again, carbon copy. If somebody say backup carbon copy or blank carbon copy. So the one who gets BCC does not get other email addresses. It's like you don't want to share your data. Remember, when a lot of people in advertising or marketing, they don't know and they send CC to 100 emails. Number one, you've just given your data of 100 email to somebody you didn't want to. And if I am, sometimes I do that. People make the mistake. I reply all thank you. And everybody gets my email also. So then you do a blank carbon copy, right? Or BCC when nobody gets to know. Very important. There's a question coming your way. Reply and forward is a basic thing. Somebody sends an email. You want to reply to them, or you want the same email to go to somebody else, you forward it. So these are two automatic features. Send an attachment. Again, there is a open a new message, click on compose, reply or send, and there is a clip, right? The paper clip icon. You click on the paper clip icon where you send an attachment. Today, what's the size of the attachment? Well, Google allows you to send 25 MBs, but now you can even attach it in a Google Drive. So their higher files can also be attached in a Google message. What's the shortcut to send an email? It's control plus enter. Remember, very popular question you get. So you do control enter and suddenly an email pops up. It says send a message and do the sending, and voila, your email is sent. This is one basic tip you want to download an attachment same way, go and download. It is, there are 3 options that you get. It's a direct download here, or it could be a Google Drive, or it could be a, read write message. So you click on it and then always log out, always prefer to sign out, especially you're outside in somebody's system. You are not expected to keep the email on. This is privacy. There's a lot of data in. Don't do that. The last part of subsection of this is e-etiquettes. Very important. E-etiquettes are basically email etiquettes. It's the moral code of conduct that you need to know when you're communicating on email. Remember, email is almost a permanent footmark. So good emails show your good communication skills. Poor emails show your poor language skills, right? Remember, I had a photo of somebody. It says, I am eating my wife and mother-in-law. The word with was not there, and it shows how poor the English is. Bad joke. At least you remember it. So remember your good English, always use autocorrect, always see your syntaxes and sentences are proper. Make sure emails are not letters though, but still they're a little formal way. So address somebody very well, good salutation, have a closing statement. There's something I use a lot in an email called the signature. So, you have created a nice email, auto-composed it, and your signature comes in. So it's Dr. Dawood Waheed, Mindset Coach, Golden Sparrow Education, and maybe my email or my phone number. Whatever you feel is relevant to be shared now. So remember, email is not private. The moment you can send an email, somebody can forward it, somebody can take a screenshot. So be very, very careful. Use a font that is very professional looking. I mean, please don't use a font which is, the Comic Sans, which is like more like cartoonish form. Arial, Times Roman, Georgia are good fonts to use. The purpose of the email should be in the tagline. Send an email. Remember who you're adding in, CC and BCC, carbon copy and blank carbon copy. Subject line should be short. Maybe if somebody's sending a promotion email, it should be catchy. Do not use uppercase for subject. Uppercase means shouting. I'm sorry, you would have heard. When you use uppercase, it looks like you're shouting. Hello, HELLO in capital letters. No, please. I'm sorry, but you'll remember it. It is very, very inappropriate to use capital letters all the time. Be courteous, be polite. If you like to use address, Dr., Mr., Sir, respected. Emails are also different. Informal emails do not have it. Emails should not be a rant. Do not blame ambiguous statements in your email because it stays. Avoid abbreviation or, oh, I got FOMO. People who not know, good practice to greet. Emails should have attachments. So mention what is in the attachment. Very interestingly, don't send a lot of long attachments. Always say that this is a site you can download it. Your email should have some good etiquettes and signature. Remember, I told you about having an official signature. Check and review your email. And finally, always have updated antivirus. A lot of softwares are getting affected. A lot of viruses come into email because of this. There are some beautiful things. Send an email reply within 24 hours. If somebody send an email, make sure you have this idea to reply. Do not reply to spam emails. Delete your spam emails. Go to unsubscribe. Don't potentially have the same email address for your official. You can have one, like there is one called Dawood at skyeducation.in or hubschooling.com, and there is dawoodv@gmail.com. Gmail is for family, friends, personal contacts, and hubschooling.com is more for official users. Emails are very quick, precise, and use a proper thing. Very, very important. The last part as we close this one is do not overuse reply to all option. I remember the same way we said BCC and CC, somebody had to send a private email to 100 school heads, and instead of doing a BCC, they sent CC. Your data was out in the open. And that is when you can't undo or delete an email after 30 seconds window and you lost it all. Quickly, let's do the in-text question, and hopefully you'll remember. To create an email, click compose button after logging into email. It's very simple. If an email contains a file as attachment, a dash icon would be displayed. What icon? The paperclip icon. Absolutely correct. Dash is the code of conduct that should be followed. E-etiquettes. All right, are you getting it? What's the symbol between username and domain name? Well, @ symbol. You know that. That's not difficult. Don't use the hashtag. Is for Twitter and now Instagram. The mails in the inbox are displayed under what categories? Primary category. Okay, it's called the inbox category. You can use the inbox or the primary category. At any point of time, we feel that the current email is not to be sent. Then click on dash button. Discard draft button. All right, discard draft. Very, very important. The shortcut key to send an email is, you remember, control plus enter. This was good. This is something nice one. Control enter. Try it out. Quick true and false. Same email can be sent to multiple recipients. Of course, yes, true. Multiple files cannot be attached in the same emails. False. No, you can do that. Each user on the internet has a unique email ID. Each user, yes, absolutely. Emails are looking like fingerprints now. By default, mails are displayed in reverse order of date. Correct. So the top ones is right on the top. Absolutely correct. One should always reply to spam emails. You should know the answer. If you don't know, you've not heard anything right. It's false. And all the best. Send smart emails. And when we come back, we'll do the second part. Goodbye. Good luck.